In 2010, Apple gave us Siri, a digital assistant whose primary superpower was completely misunderstanding basic English. You'd ask for a timer, and she'd web search, "Why am I a climber?" A decade later, while OpenAI and Google were busy building digital demigods that chat with you like Hal from 2001: A Space Odyssey, Apple was still struggling to play catch-up with an assistant that just replied, "Here's what I found on the web." It was a dark time in Cupertino. Craig Federighi was reportedly crying into his perfectly coiffed hair. When the generative AI boom hit, Apple realized they'd brought a plastic butter knife to a lightsaber duel. They panicked and tried to build their own models and hyped up Apple Intelligence with commercials promising Siri could practically live your life for you. Spoiler alert, it was smoke, mirrors, and a massive under-delivering, culminating in a brutal $250 million class action lawsuit for misleading advertising. Classic. And we're not talking classic Mac. So Tim Cook needed a savior, and he didn't care if it came with a rival's logo. Enter Google. In a plot twist nobody saw coming, Apple swallowed their pride and struck a deal with Google to bake Google's Gemini models straight into the iPhone's core. Siri basically got an emergency brain transplant. Fast forward to today, and we have iOS 27. The updates are wild. Apple Intelligence isn't just a gimmick anymore. Thanks to a hybrid mix of Apple's local silicon and Google's cloud, it's actually, believe it or not, capable. It's not only the fact that it auto-completes your text, it can now actually fulfill promises in that Bella Ramsey commercial. Dig into your messages, find that vaguely described text, and remind you of your colleague's name. It doesn't only search through your writing, it can actually craft your writing, helping you find the words to navigate an unwelcome group chat, decline an invitation, or text your landlord. iOS 27 can summarize that mind-numbingly long work email into 3 simple bullets. It can even disturbingly reframe photos and change camera angles, and automatically erase your ex from the background of your photos and replace them with a visually convincing potted plant. We've gone from Siri, play music, to Siri, orchestrate my life. According to Bloomberg's Mark Gurman, Apple is cutting a massive $1 billion a year check to rent Google's Gemini's brain. It's like buying a Ferrari, opening the hood, and finding out the engine was manufactured by Honda. But hey, if it stops Siri from dialing my dentist every time I try to say good morning, who's gonna complain? Here's a recent plot twist though. Now that people are actually testing Siri's AI beta, it's actually somehow better than the official Gemini app. Because Apple plugged it directly into your phone's central nervous system, Siri can dig up information from your texts, notes, and embarrassing photo archives that Google's own app can't touch. Google may actually build the AI engine, but Apple customized it to fit their own chassis, slapped on some illegal nitrous, and gave it the power to supercharge your tasks. So, is it worth the upgrade? Well, if you enjoy your phone knowing your deepest secrets and your exact coffee order before you even wake up, absolutely. Apple didn't win the AI race by being the fastest. They won it by writing a giant check to the guy who was, and then adding their special Apple sauce. Welcome to the future, folks. It's shiny, it's intelligent, and deep down supported by Mountain View. Drop a comment below if your Siri has managed to successfully order a pizza yet, or if she's still dazed and confused. Catch you in the next one.